going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and today I have literally music royalty in the house, YouTube royalty. I don't know what to say, but I really look up to you, and I have the one and only Professor of Rock in the building. How you doing?
Good. It's good to be here with you, brother.
Yeah, man, it's awesome to be here. I'm super excited to do some reactions with you and get some insights. Because a lot of my spiel or my shtick is I get on here and I do unresearched reactions because I think it makes them more authentic. Like I could research it, but then if I know, then sometimes they try to slip in their interpretations and I just want to feel it. So I've come up with this concept that this is mine now.
Yeah.
So this was the Eagles. They gave it to me.
Oh, yeah.
So what I feel, what I think, what I interpret, this is my thing. And then I give that back to the world. Like, hey, this is what I feel about it. And then I'm like, what do you feel about it? What does Professor think? What did the Eagles intend? That's what makes it fun. And so
yeah, I mean, I tell a story behind songs, but so many artists have told me that in interviews that once they write the song, put it and record it and everything, and then they put it out into the world, it's not their song anymore. And I love that because that's true. We all have our different interpretation. I mean, how many times have you read a lyric site and you're like, that's the lyric? Oh my gosh, I was thinking it was this and it's tied to this memory and that ruins it for me. And it doesn't have to ruin it for you. Just look at it as, well, that's their take. This is my take. It's always your reality. Perception is reality. Right?
I think my biggest biff ever was I thought the Beach Boys, it was Bob Aran. Like
as a kid, I thought that too, Bob Aran.
Yeah, like, and then I'm like, I did the reaction, like, no, I've heard this, but oh, it's Barbara? What?
Yeah, that's I thought insane. They were like doing the doo-wop thing, like ba ba ba.
Yeah, me too. For my whole life, I was like, that's kind of crazy.
Totally.
Anyways, you guys, welcome back to the channel. We're about to do this, and we've been graced with the Professor of Rock, and I'm super excited to do these reactions and get some of his insights, maybe a historical look or stories behind these reactions. Now, the reaction we're about to do right now, I've never heard this song, so I actually got to kind of look at it. It's the Eagles' Peaceful, Easy Feeling. And he's presenting this to me. He actually put this on my radar.
Yeah, it's actually my favorite Eagles song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, more than Hotel California. Just barely.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so I did not know that. And that's what makes this fun, you guys. I always go off of your recommendations from the comments, from messages I get. I don't do the paid reactions because I felt like then people with money kind of control my channel. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is cool. We got a legend in the building. This is his request. Let's get it popping, you guys. If you're here for it, like, share, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to the channel.
They tease him a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back. 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 40.
All right, it's our first recording of the day. We getting kind of loose with it, you know what I mean? But you guys, if you want to check out the membership to see these reactions early, link in the description. Also important, people come here for the reaction. They come here for the commentary, the breakdown. They're coming here. I'm going to push pause and interrupt the song, which just means what we're doing is not a substitute for the original. Please go to the Eagles, stream their music, listen to it, support the original the way it's intended, because that's important. And let's get this reaction started. This is the Eagles' Peaceful, Easy Feeling. Let's go.
I like the way your sparkling earrings lay against your skin so brown, and I want to sleep with you in the desert tonight, with a billion stars all around, 'cause I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. And I found
right, you guys. This
Gosh, I've heard it 1,000 times. I still have the hair on the back of my neck
standing up. That's what the
Oh,
good ones do to
man.
you.
So good.
Immediately, I feel like I'm in a Western a little bit.
Yeah.
Like the story, it's like very like so when I listen to the music, um, immediately like it starts painting pictures in my mind. So like that's what's fun sometimes not doing the music video and just hearing the song. And I really feel like I'm in a Western movie, um Clint Eastwood style, but I love the picture being painted in the story. And I when I do these reactions, I really love the lyrics. And with a song like this, because of the way the music production sounds and the singing, they could be a little more straightforward if they wanted to, or linear with the lyrics. But even the way he said I'm standing on the ground, it's like a picture is being painted of being grounded instead of just yo I'm just standing there, so when I hear stuff like that, I like that poetic nature of their
Yeah.
writing specifically, because a lot of times where somewhere that I listen to music a lot was R&B, and it's always something like you broke my heart, it was dark, we're in the park, let it spark. Do you know what I
It's
mean?
very stark.
Exactly. But when we get to this, I just truthfully enjoy it. I really love this.
So a guy named Jack Temchin actually wrote this song.
Okay.
The Eagles didn't write it. Jack Temchin co-wrote "Already Gone," another big Eagles hit, and he worked with Glenn Fry, the singer behind this. I mean, you got Don Henley and Glenn Fry that sing
that typically do
most
the
of
leads.
the Eagles vocals, which a lot of people don't realize it's not the Eagles, it's Eagles.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
The name of the
Because when
band.
I'm making titles, like I'm like, oh, it's just Eagles, but sometimes I have to put the because the way the sentence flows.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about Eagles. It feels awkward when you say, I love Eagles. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
I love the Eagles. So it is difficult, but that's an interesting thing. But yeah, I saw this perform live last year at the, why am I forgetting the name of it? The Vegas. I saw him in Vegas at the.
That new one?
Yeah.
The Sphere?
The Sphere. Thank you.
Oh, wow. I've never been there, but I've
My
only
brain's
heard.
not working today. The Sphere. And it was incredible. But yeah, I interviewed Jack, great guy, and he's written a lot of other great songs too for other artists. But Jack, it's a funny story, man. Well, I'll save it for later in the song. But it's funny how he wrote this, how he came up with it.
I'm curious because
Yeah.
he's painting it's really straightforward. There's not like I don't need to do some crazy lyric breakdown. Just really highlighting the appreciation for the poetic nature and how it rides with the production of it.
Oh, the vibe of this, and when we listen to the song, it just calms the soul, right?
Yes.
Very soul calming, heart calming. I do this thing called heart math.
Okay.
It's where you breathe and you get yourself centered when you're having anxiety or stressed out. And you don't even have to do heart math. You just play this song and it just brings you. Yeah.
When you said that, I kind of wish, well, I'm glad we're reacting to it right now. Let's keep it real. But if I would have known about this song, this needs to be in the driving playlist, because this type of terrain that I'm driving through in Utah,
Totally.
this is it right here.
Yeah.
So you hit that on the nose.
Anxiety killer for sure.
All right. Let me bring it back just a little bit and let's vibe.
And I found out a long time ago what a woman can do to your soul. Oh, but she can't take you anyway. You don't already know how to go. And I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground.
I have a question for you, because when I hear something like this, I would immediately put this in the country space, like country music. but would it really be considered that? Because I noticed artists like the Eagles, their range varies. And so, like, I'm not trying to categorize or put anything in a box, but sometimes when you're making references or comparisons, like, I don't understand how to do that. And I feel like this is a country song. That's how it's
Yeah.
resonating with me. But it is, they don't have a country twang in the way they sing. And they
Yeah,
never,
to me, it's the peak of country, so-called country rock, right?
Okay,
It's
okay.
the peak to me. Take It Easy, people would argue Take It Easy is the peak, but to me, this one, I love Take It Easy, and don't get me
Sure.
wrong, it's one of my favorite Eagles songs, but this one, it's just celestial to me. Like, it just takes you to, it's exactly what the song says it is, a peaceful, easy feeling.
yes.
You know, he nailed it with the title because it matches the feeling and the soul of the song. So yeah, I think it's the peak of country rock, and you know, it's kind of the beginning of the Eagles, and you know, I don't know if you knew this, but they were actually the backing band for Linda Ronstadt.
I
Yeah.
did learn that through doing these reactions as like, so what's the story? It's like her manager went and found like session musicians and kind of brought them in, or
So
maybe
they
you
were
can give-
playing live shows with her,
Okay.
and they were putting together their own band, and you know, Jackson Brown was lived I think he lived upstairs from them, so that's where Take It Easy came from, them vibing on that. And Jack Temchin, you know,
Okay.
was roommates with Glenn Frey at one time. That's how they knew each other. All these musicians in California trying to make it, and you know, Eagles come together and they surpass Linda Ronstadt, who's incredible, who's
Absolutely.
one of the greatest voices out there. But I just think it's just so cool what was happening back then.
Yeah.
You know, like this, doesn't happen like that anymore. It's like social media and all these things that connect us together so much today
Mhm.
actually push us apart more than they bring us together. Even
Sure.
though with technology we're close together. This is back when, you know, somebody would throw their beat up guitar in the back of their beater car, drive 500 miles to try to make it in California. They're like, I got this guitar, I got $20 in my pocket, and I got a dream. And they came together and they figured out a way to write these songs that have set the standard.
Absolutely.
And I just love that.
This goes back to our conversation last night at the bowling alley. I'm not going to go crazy, but timing, luck,
Yep.
opportunity, persistence, and, you know, showing up, you know,
Yeah.
and talent. You got to have the talent, but
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
And they had it. They
that-
still have it.
Yeah, that's a
Those
wild one.
who are with us.
Is that the steel guitar?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so good.
I get this feeling.
It's right here. This part is so good.
Okay.
Yeah, listen
Okay.
to this part.
I get this feeling I may know
You're right here.
as a lover and a friend. But this voice keeps whispering in my other ear.
Somebody shot.
Tells me I may never see you again. 'Cause I get a peaceful, easy feeling. And I know you won't let me down. 'Cause I'm already standing. I'm already standing. Yes, I'm already standing.
So, I am excited to hear this story from you. You know, with some of the writing and stuff like that. As I listen to it, I feel like the perspective is someone who is calm and has this like clarity and this understanding. And even though it's almost like this relationship could not be what it might supposed to be, he's just trusting the process almost like kind of that's what
What a woman can do to your soul.
yeah, because it's coming from a place of experience
Yeah.
in a sense where the way the wording of the lyrics, and that's at least how I interpreted
So
it.
what I love too about this song is the fact that, and I get so excited when I listen to it certain parts. I'm like, here it comes, and that those harmonies on the end. But I love that Glenn Fry didn't, and this is a little bit of the difference between the music of today and the music of then. I feel like with American Idol and these shows that we watch, The Voice and different things, everybody's trying to hit that, hit that high note and just always be at 11. And I think one of the things missing from popular music is dynamics.
Okay.
Is, this louds and the softs and the different dynamics of feeling it. And Glenn Fry didn't hit a grand slam to end the song. He ends low. He just lets the music speak for it. And I love that. He's not trying to outdo somebody with his vocal. He's just letting it flow. He's just letting it flow, So I love that. But the story's funny. Is Jack Tempchin wrote this song.
Okay.
He played a gig and he actually got locked in the building late at night. And so he wrote the lyrics, but he didn't finish it.
Uh-huh.
He actually finished it in a Wiener Schnitzel.
Really?
And the Wiener Schnitzel, the hot dog
yeah,
place. He finished it at their Wiener Schnitzel, and they awarded him a golden hot dog.
Really?
They gave him an award. It was a golden hot dog because that's where he wrote it. And he's, and there was a little award in that Wiener Schnitzel, a little table where he wrote it that had like kind of a gold-plated thing that said, "This is where he wrote Peaceful Easy Feeling." So, he told me that story is, and he was friends with Glenn Fry. So when Glenn Fry when the Eagles broke up and went their separate ways, he wrote a lot of Glenn Fry's solo or co-wrote with Glenn.
Okay.
A lot of his, and you can hear it on some songs from the 80s, where he wrote with Glenn, and it has this same kind of vibe, this feeling.
I feel like if we go back to the conversation of Linda Ronstadt, right?
Yeah.
And them being like these ultimate musicians and going that far back, you made a great demonstration that I wouldn't have highlighted with him going out on the low. And he knew, and this is like when you're a master technician, but then in the perverse, and me knowing not much about the Eagles, being more of a guest, Randy Meisner in Take It to the Limit running with that high.
Right.
And them knowing when to execute.
Totally.
I always look at stuff like martial arts, like you have to know when to execute certain things. And I think you highlighting that just demonstrates the incredible nature of their skill set when there's like, okay, we know to take it high now, we know to take it low. And then also to key in on your moment, I grew up in the era. Well, actually, let's not say that because we're not far in age. I just grew up listening to where we focused on the vocal.
Yeah.
And now that I'm listening to this music, I get to appreciate the actual music. Sometimes in the mix, I'll notice the music's pushed. I can't even understand the lyrics because the mix is pushed forward of the music.
Totally.
But then sometimes I enjoy that and the guitar solos and a lot of things where it's like, hey, we're letting the guitar sing. We're letting Ringo go crazy with this drum
Right.
signature, And so anyways, I appreciate that insight because it highlights more than
the joke behind the song. This was used in a moment of pop culture that's pretty famous. You seen The Big Lebowski, haven't you?
I haven't seen that actually.
That's one you should react to.
Okay.
It's a funny movie that, the dude.
Yeah.
Which is Jeff Bridges, his
I've
most
seen like the
iconic
thumbnail.
role.
I've heard of the Big Lebowski. I just haven't
on
seen
memes. He's all over the place. The dude abides, and the dude is riding in a taxi. And he's going home, and they're playing this song.
Oh, really?
And he goes, "Man, can you turn this?" I mean, I can't quote it exactly, but he's like, "Can you turn this off, man? I freaking hate the Eagles, man." And the guy throws him out of the taxi.
Yeah.
Because it's one of the funniest scenes. It's probably on YouTube. We could probably bring it up and show this as part later. You can throw it in if you want to, but it's hilarious. And I actually asked Jack Tempchin about it. He said, I laughed so hard when I saw that in the theater. He's like, it was unexpected. I loved it, you know, because there are people that love the Eagles and people that hate it. My dad loved the Eagles.
Yes.
He raised me on the Eagles. I'm actually going to say something that will get me a lot of hate right now, and it's probably an unpopular opinion, but I actually like Don Henley's solo stuff better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't even really dived into his
If
solo
you went
stuff.
10 songs versus 10 songs, I'd probably Eagles win out. But if you go 5 songs versus 5 songs, I like The End of the Innocence better. I like Boys of Summer.
Oh, I haven't. These are songs I
like
haven't
The
even
Heart
heard.
of the Matter. Those are 3 of my favorite songs of all time. And I would put them ahead of, well, if I had to name my favorite Eagles related songs, it'd probably be those 3 plus Hotel California and Peaceful Easy Feeling. But I love Henley's solo career.
You know what's so funny about people's taste in music? This is going to get me canceled. I like One of These Nights the most. I think that's my favorite Eagles song.
Interesting.
And Take It to the Limit. Like,
No,
I
Take
really,
It to the
I
Limit's
love Hotel
incredible.
California. It's like a masterpiece. But when I'm speaking of like just like the feeling I got in the initial reaction, Take It to the Limit, and for me, like One of These Nights, I don't know, it's just like, you know, again, I can't connect it. I'm connecting it to, hey, I'm just listening to it with you guys instead of holding a girl's hand, going on a date. Hey, my father passed this down to me. So it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
And that's what's fun about interpretation. So,
Well, we're taking our lives into our own hands here.
Yes.
Because you play Eagles. There's a chance that somewhere lurking on YouTube is Henley's cohorts who look to take this thing down. So we are taking a risk here, but I love Eagles, and my thing about it is like, why would you do that? What you're reacting to and what many people are reacting to, people are discovering Eagles, young people who've never heard Eagles. You know, somebody like you as a rapper who listens to hip hop, who's hearing Eagles, and you're like, oh, I love this and I love this, and it's discovery. So why would you fight that? Why would you fight music discovery? It's insane to me. But anyway, but the other thing too is I want to point out that I feel, and love to get your take on this. I feel like America had different bands in each decade that was America's band.
Sure.
The Beach Boys to me were America's band in the 60s. Eagles were America's band in the 70s. Journey to me was America's band in the 80s. You know, and then you could go into the 90s, you could probably say Nirvana or Pearl Jam. Sure. I'm partial to Alice in Chains, but to me, Eagles, they came in the 70s and they ruled the 70s, and a lot of people have said they're like the American Beatles, and I think it's an interesting comparison. I take the Beatles, obviously, but Eagles, they had such an impact, and you know, their greatest hits, it's the biggest selling American album of all time. But I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because I think Thriller is sold more.
Yeah.
I think that's a conspiracy. I am a conspiracy theorist when it comes to this. Michael Jackson Thriller, I think, has sold way more copies than Eagles' greatest hits. Nobody will ever have me believe that.
Yeah.
I think there's some kind of conspiracy where something was tampered with. Sure. But anyway, we can talk about it later.
All right, well, we will. And I don't know enough, but everything you said, like, I would just agree with, because I'm like, that does sound legit, you know, like, because as I do reactions, I'm like, Journey, the Eagles, he's got a point. Anyways, you guys, let us know if you're enjoying these reactions. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Remember, go check out Professor of Rock's channel. We're doing some collaborative efforts there, but his channel is the place to go for all the music stories, history, and maybe, you know, reaction stuff like that. But go check out his channel, and we will catch you guys on the next one.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ.